Lattack is 150 in the world using this Archer Queen cycle deck. And today we're pushing the top 100 in the world live, and we're gonna learn how to play this deck.
This is 3M. I know this guy.
Why is this dude playing 3M?
I don't know, man. You have to ask him.
Respect. Wait, yo, did you used to play 3M?
I did, yeah, man. I was a 3M one trick back in the day.
Why don't you go back? Like, look, this guy's playing it at top 100. Why not you?
Because it's not a good deck anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a deck. What's the fall of Three Musketeers? Was there a specific card, or was it all the changes they made? Because it got buffed at one point. Everybody thought it was gonna come back, and it just never did.
I'm not really sure, to be honest with you.
It's funny because we're talking all this smack, but this could get kind of sketchy. If he gets one really good heal spirit and the Prince Charming, what's his name? The Golden Knight, the Golden Prince, whatever his name is, he's sneaky good in my opinion. Like, I think he might be potentially one of the best champions.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was gonna be controversial. I thought we were gonna have to go fistigloves.
No.
So you don't think Archer Queen is as good as it once was?
He's still better in my opinion, but he's getting up there. He's really good.
Yeah, Archer Queen seems like one of those cards, even with the nerf, which was pretty substantial. Like, it still has a lot of power. And I've noticed that you haven't been playing Archer Queen so far. Is that, like, I always had the idea of, well, if it's the best card in this deck, why not play it? Is there certain times that you'd want to play it, and a lot of times you just want to use all your other cards?
Chilling right now. There's not really a reason to play it right now until he overextends it, or at least until he plays 3M.
Gotcha. And would you play it into the lane with one Musketeer or two?
It's super situational.
It's whatever you feel?
Yeah, I guess.
Like it. And is there a strategy, like right now, for whenever I go up against 3M, I feel like I gotta win the game as soon as possible. Is that the situation here, or do you have time? Do you feel confident in your defense? You think you can defend long enough?
Confident in my defense, to be honest.
You're not, or are?
Oh, I am.
Oh, I heard confident in defense. I was like, oh, you lagged out for like a second. I was like, oh, this could be a very different situation. Ooh, that Royal Ghost. What happened to the defense?
It's okay.
Okay. I'll let you do you. I'll let you do you. Royal Hogs finally on the right side, going in with the Fire Spirit as well. The Fire Spirit is just for additional chip damage potentially.
Yeah, for sure.
And then also just cycling back to just Royal deliveries, and ooh, this push is looking a little thick, a little stressful. Are you stressed at all?
No, not at all.
Oh, you sound pretty calm. I'm gonna be honest. Ooh, Golden Knight dashing around. I love it. Log comes in. Barbarrel is going to be able to get in front of this Musketeer. Oh, has to use the Royal Delivery now. That should be fine. You do have the lead still, which is crazy. It seems like the damage should be coming in way more. And uh-oh. We have a little bit of a race, ladies and gentlemen. We have a race. Oh! What happened? I know. You said you were confident in defense. There was no defense.
Oh, I know.
It's all right. I do that all the time where you're just like, you know what? For the love of the game.
If I lose this, we're cutting it out of the video. We are not putting this video.
Oh, is it bait?
It's log bait.
This is a free win. But you know what? You can lose this. If they do a juke barrel, or if you don't have a good cycle and they get a little bit of damage, you know what? You could lose. So I think I know how to play this. Oh, it's this version. It's not the traditional one. Is this better or worse?
I don't know, honestly. I think Inferno Tower is better just because Inferno Tower is a dead card to match up, but couldn't tell you for sure.
Because now, like, in the other one, your Earthquake actually gets value, where now, like, this could get sketchy. One cannon cart locked on tower.
Oh, well, that's locked. Yep,
just like that. Uh-oh. I don't think this is as free one as you think. As long as he's really clever with where he pushes, and if he can bait out your log and your Royal Delivery and then goes really aggressive like he just kind of did, it could be very hard to defend. And this is why I like this one. This is my favorite bait deck, log bait deck, compared to the traditional one, because the traditional one is just defense, and a lot of times it's rocket cycle. This one has a little bit more layers to it. I wish more people played this one. This one's fun to watch as well.
I agree.
What's the plan for you right now? Are you trying to bait out a certain card and then go with Royal Hogs, or if you ever have Royal Hogs, are you going in?
Chilling until double, honestly.
Why chill till double?
Because if I go too aggressive in single and he has Dark Prince and cycle, I could just exactly like I was. I could be caught in a really bad situation.
Gotcha. He really likes this push, going with Dark Prince behind the cannon cart.
Yeah.
Sneaky. I still can't believe you have a max Archer Queen, and we don't even have an Archer Queen. It's garbage.
Have an Archer Queen, dude?
No, I never got one. I've gone in 4 Prince Charmings. I've gone 6 Skeleton Kings, and that's it. And that's it. No, sadly, I got, really well timed on the delivery. You got to be quick on that. Well done, well done.
Because I knew I used my log, I knew he'd go in immediately. So.
Yeah. It's nice to always have kind of 2 answers. Plus, I've seen people send me footage of the Fire Spirit still being able to deal with a Goblin Barrel. Is there a trick to that?
There is with skeletons. No, but with skeletons, yeah.
So you use the skeletons to, like, push the Fire Spirit up, right? Or something like that?
Yeah.
Interesting. A little sneaky action at the bridge, dealing with the Rascal Boy, which is nice. Royal Delivery up high. Fire Spirit's going to help out as well. And it seems like the Earthquake is kind of your best friend in this deck. There's been more times, I think you've used the Earthquake on offense more times than the Royal Hogs. Is that most matchups, or has that just been these past 2 matchups?
It's super situational, like the other things I said.
Yeah?
Is
everything situational? It's just whatever you feel?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it sounds like this is just a lot of muscle memory. What are, I guess I'll ask the tips when we're like in single elixir and it's an easier time for you to talk. Just because it seems that this deck in practice seems very simple.
It really is, yeah.
But like if there are some question marks where, like, if you're playing, you sometimes just don't know, do I go Royal Hogs here? Do I not? And I guess that just comes from repetition, practice, muscle memory, knowing what to do. And here it is. This guy thinking, ooh, that's a nice snowball. That's a clever snowball, using the snowball to push the Archer Queen into the rocket, dealing with the Archer Queen, but also getting the rocket on tower. And just like that, he is, we got a game, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ever going to be able to go Royal Hogs here? Mm-hmm. I love it. There it is. No Dark Prince going in Royal Hogs. Log on the left side just to deal with that Princess. Earthquake comes in. You don't have Log, but did you go with quick enough? Perfect. Skeletons up high. Is that going to be enough? 1 shot coming in, but you got a ton of damage there. You got a ton of options here. Royal Delivery up high is going to deal with pretty much everything. Earthquake Cycle coming in. I'm nervous about this push. Dark Prince behind. Those cannon carts at the bridge get ridiculous. And no Royal Delivery in hand. Log comes in. Goes with the Fire Spirit as well. Royal Delivery up high. Going with saving the Royal Delivery just in case the Goblin Barrel comes in. Royal Delivery finally comes in. Archer Queen is sneaky, and is that going to be enough? Archer Queen's so bad when she doesn't have her ability. That's one thing that's very noticeable. Trying to go with the Juke Barrel, which is very clever, because if you go for the Juke Barrel, they have to predict the Royal Delivery a lot of times, so they'll go in the normal spot, and the barrel could get insane amount of damage. And wow, able to defend at the bridge, and it was just keeping your Archer alive, using the Fire Spirit, using the Skeletons, using the Royal Delivery, using the Log, using the Goblin Cage up high, and like on defense, this deck just seems unstoppable. What the heck is this guy? Nilestre. I wonder if he's Spanish. I wonder if that means something in Spanish. Fire Spirit at the bridge. What's your favorite play, opening, start, hand play?
Fire Spirit, if I haven't.
Are you that type of player that goes Royal Hogs? Because I'm that type of player. I'd definitely go Royal Hogs first play.
Not unless I know their deck. Not really.
Yeah? You like to play it safe? Like, so, like, if you don't have Fire Spirit, is it just Log, Skeletons to the back, or maybe, what, Goblin Cage?
Yeah.
Ooh, this is looking really awkward. Oh, this is looking very awkward. Royal Delivery comes in. Spirits are going to be able to deal with the Flying Machine and a couple of the pups, but Baby Dragon tanking for these cloned. Oh, this is looking... This looks like this is the matchup I'm excited to see, because you only have the Archer Queen.
With our laning, this would be much better, but with EQ, it's not as good. I'm not going to lie to you, but I hope we can still win it.
Yeah, so that's a change. If you don't want to use Earthquake, you can use Lightning. But I don't pro players only use Lightning for Archer Queen?
No, he uses Fireball too. This is over. Unless he like chokes really bad, this is not going to be good.
Yeah, I don't know how you're going to win, because he's going to have Lumberjack, Bat, Skeleton. If he has Skeleton Army, Skeleton Army might be okay. I just don't know how you put pressure, because you need to use this Archer Queen on defense, and you have no really good ways to force out Elixir, to force them, because like right now, he can just keep doing this for the rest of the game. He can do exactly what he did, and then defend. You win with Royal Hogs, he fireballs, and that's GG's in the chat. And that's one thing that's really frustrating with Clash Royale, is because some matchups feels like you can't do anything. You hope your opponent makes a mistake, and if they don't, you just lose. Which is, like, getting to where you are right now in Clash Royale, 140-something in the world, like, how do you mentally deal with these matchups? Because I've had a couple of people in the comment sections message and say, like, hey, like, how do I deal with losing? Like, I lose almost as much as I win. Like, how do you mentally deal with that? Is there a way, or do you just get used to it?
I think it's more of just, like, limiting yourself to a certain amount of games.
So just taking breaks, like if you play like let's say 6 games, you lose like 4 of those games. You'll just take a break, maybe watch some YouTube, Cashman on YouTube. I guess you guys are watching this now. I don't know why I said that. Makes more sense if this was like on Twitch or something or on TikTok. That doesn't make sense at all. So just wait, like do you just take breaks? Is that the way?
Yeah, I guess.
I guess. A lot of guessing from you. Not a lot of definitiveness. You're going to university soon. You got to be more definitive. If a prof comes up to you and asks you, Lattack, how do I beat Lava Clone with Royal Hog? You have to be definitively, you lose. You just take a knee and you cry.
Yep, because this is not a good matchup.
Oh, that's, yeah. Yeah, but this is, I think this is like a good matchup just to show that ladder can be like that sometimes. This is Clash Royale. This is ladder. This is how it will be with this deck. If you play this deck, you can go up against this match and you will lose, but you could also go up against other matches and you could win. Damien, do you know what he plays? I assume you know everybody in top ladder.
No, this guy is not this early in the season. There's like late in the season, I would know what everyone would play, but this early season, there's not everyone that's usually up here is up here. So.
Yeah,
well,
good point.
Furnace off the bat, that's good though. Furnace off the bat's really good for me. Yeah,
or whenever I see Furnace, any spawners, and I'm using Earthquake, it's always the best day of my life. Best day. So it looks like he's gonna go with maybe a weird Royal Recruits Royal Hogs.
Maybe. Who knows?
Going with Furnace instead of Goblin Cage, going Snowball instead of Barb Barrel, or it could just be. Of course. How did I not guess? It's Graveyard. Of course. It could be like Graveyard Freeze. You never know. I don't think it's gonna be Graveyard Freeze. That seems a little too much. So like here, just because you have the ability available, will you use it just because?
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's like a smart thing to do. If you have the ability, Archer Queen's going over the bridge.
There's literally no reason not to use it. If for one elixir, there's no reason not to use it, you know?
Yeah, and like as long as like you can use it because it forces out elixir. And like if you play one elixir, sure, let's say they play skeletons, they defend it, even elixir trade, whatever. Actually, I feel like there's no way to defend it evenly. Is there any card that you like skeletons aren't enough?
Mm-mm.
So that's always a good practice. If you're using Archer Queen, if you're going
Literally,
over, always use the ability.
Literally spam the ability anytime you have it.
Like whenever you have it. Like if it's open, if it's ready to go, click it.
Not instantly, obviously not instantly, but like...
Yeah, you wouldn't want to use it like right now if your Archer Queen's at the back and there's a pack at the back. It's not going to do much. Fire Spirit, you love these Fire Spirits at the bridge. That's you almost play it more like a win condition than like a traditional cycle card.
Yeah, it forces a response and it's free damage if they don't, respond to it, so... Yeah,
Fire Spirit it's really weird to see the Fire Spirit now, thinking about where it came in Clash Royale. So going defensive Earthquake, and that's just because now the log will be able to take out the... Oh, that's a decent amount of damage, though. Oh, okay, with the Fire Spirit at the back, not too bad. 2983. It sucks because Graveyard, the longer a game goes on, the scarier it is. And those pushes could get kind of ridiculous with a P.E.K.K.A being in front. Archer Queen's good, but you don't have the best Graveyard defenses. What's going to be the play? What's the optimal way to defend Graveyard? Do you ever want to go defensive Earthquakes, or is it always going to be... Could you just go Royal Delivery on top of the Zappies and log? Or what's better, Royal Delivery or Earthquake on defense for the...
I don't know.
That's not good. You're supposed to be here to teach us.
Yeah.
A lot of indecisive. So you're just that go with the flow kind of attitude. You just do whatever works, and if it works, it works. If not, you know what? You got to go back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. I don't know if this is going to work, though. When you go to university, these profs are going to get mad at you with all this indecisiveness. They want answers. If you're in the workforce, what if your boss is like, I need answers. Bitcoin, is Dogecoin going up or down? And you're like, I don't know. And he's like, that's not good enough for me. Jeez, that damage output of an Archer Queen. I'm still not used to it. So here it is. This is the Graveyard. This is what I'm curious to see. Royal Delivery on defense. Okay, going Archer Queen up high. P.E.K.K.A is pretty much already dead. Log comes in at the end. Going with the Skeletons just to pick up the Mega Minion. And overall, just easy defense. Royal Hogs coming in. You know the Furnace is going to come down. Earthquake, that stonks right there. And this should be probably GG's in the chat. Not a lot of Elixir. Invisible Archer Queens. Going sneaky. And that's pretty much... Surprisingly, he was able to defend this, but... the damage, I thought this deck would struggle against Graveyard potentially, but having the option of going with Skeletons on defense, the Log, the Earthquake, or the Royal Delivery, and the Fire Spirit, they're actually kind of decent at dealing with these graveyards, and then or you whatever card you didn't use out of those, you can use on the offense. So Royal Delivery up high, only getting one Zappy, Log on defense, Fire Spirit on defense as well. Archer Queen going sneaky, doesn't have the Log, cycles back to it. It only takes what 300 damage, and I didn't even realize when did you deal so much damage to the tower? I thought it was at 800 a second ago.
Earthquakes, man.
Jeez, that's sneaky. That's even sneakier than the Archer Queen. This is, I want to say a good matchup, except you don't have a lot of great answers to this flying machine. So what are you going to do for that?
Yeah, I got Fire Spirit Delivery, man.
Oh, okay, that's right. That does clean up the flying machine perfectly. That's a good point. I thought you were going to say, I don't know. I'm just gonna go with the flow. Goblin Cage coming down, Royal Delivery as well, and that is going to be an easy defense. Piggies get a couple of shots, one shot, two shots, maybe a third. I don't know. I couldn't tell how many piggy shots came in there. Already off to a pretty substantial lead though, like 4,032 HP to start off. It's crazy. Like that's like a lot of health for a tower. I'm still not used to all the level 14 stuff. 4,000 HP. It seems like a lot, but it goes down quick. Like this Fire Spirit. How much does a Fire Spirit do if it gets on tower? I guess we'll never know.
Like at least more than a fireball.
So like 300 or something?
Probably a little less.
I don't even know how much fireball does. I know this. I freaking on my stream I was testing myself. 270 something? No, 240. How much does a fireball do? I learned this. Maybe it was 230 something. I don't remember. I gotta do my math again. I gotta go back to the drawing board, do my work, do my homework. Yeah, it seems like these defenses are pretty simple. Royal Delivery combo, even like Royal Delivery Log combo against the Royal Hogs is so good. But then add in the Goblin Cage, and it's just value. It's gonna be hard for Wotop to break through, and I don't even know what he can do. Is there a thing that he can do to put himself in an awkward situation?
Catches me without a delivery and cycle for his flying machine. That's when it gets dangerous.
Interesting. All right, good to know. And right now, going in with the Royal Hogs.
I was just gonna get much cage, so he couldn't go in on offense. So I feel like that was an okay play by me.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do you have enough elixir to deal with this cleanly? Archer Queen comes down, Fire Spirit up high, Goblin Brawler gets on tower, Skeletons come down a little late. A lot of elixir. I don't know about those Royal Hogs. Fireball comes in, Archer Queen does go down. For some reason, I thought she was going to live that. So Royal Hogs on the left side are going to tear this tower apart. Wotop has a lot of elixir, and he's saving it, and I don't know why. Maybe he's just hoping to get Royal Recruits in front of this? No, going with Royal Hogs, so not really using the Royal Recruits much, and I think that's smart. Flying Machine does get the lock. You don't have Fire Spirit in cycle, eh? Do you? Okay, back to Fire Spirit. This deck cycles so quick. Even when I think you don't have something in cycle, you get to it. The Fire Spirit, Skeletons, Goblin Cage, Log, you're back. Just like that. Is this a good situation to be in the longer this game goes on? Because these pushes are going to get really difficult. Difficult, but at the same time, maybe you get more value with these Royal Deliveries. So I don't know if it's actually bad or good. And also, this is a little side, splitting Royal Hogs. Do you usually do that, or is it just in matchups where you know your opponent has Fireball and Cycle?
Situational.
Seems like everything's situational with you. I forgot to ask you tips. Next game, we go into a game. Remind me to ask you about tips for this deck. Just general tips that you can give to someone first time using this deck. Maybe some do's, some don'ts. You can do it now unless you're in the zone. Oh, this looks pretty difficult. Goblin Cage comes down, back to Royal Delivery maybe? Log comes in, Fireball, but great Skeletons. Wow, well played. That is going to mitigate most of the damage. Flying Machine still gets two big shots though. Archer Queen is going to be able to take out all the Zappies. Going to maybe get on tower. Barbaro comes down. Royal Hogs right away. Fireball is in hand. Goes with the Goblin Cage instead. Oh no, Fireball isn't in hand. He used it against your Goblin Brawler. So that's going to be a lot of damage and great recognition with those Royal Hogs. Those were nice Royal Hogs. And now it's all about defense. I love how he's trying to wiggle in these Flying Machines. And he's going to get this one. Oh, never mind. Great defense using the Fire Spirit and the Royal Delivery. What we talked about earlier. Fireball comes in. Earthquake, though. This is like look at this tower. It's at 750, and this tower is going to go down quicker than anything I've ever seen in my life just because of how quickly you can get back to Earthquake. Going with another Fire Spirit, going with an Archer Queen. I don't want to jinx it and say oh yes, Earthquake cycle, do it, and then you don't. He ends up getting Royal Hogs on tower. This still should be such an easy defense. The tools on defense in this deck, as long as you don't go against air decks, it seems like you have more than enough for pretty much everything. And then Earthquake comes in. Royal Hogs is just basically to stall the game, force out Elixir, or you know what, get on tower. GG, well played. That seemed like really easy at the end, where I thought that matchup was going to be better for him the later the game goes on. But Earthquake Cycle, it OP. Is it like OG log bait or is it the other log bait?
I think it's OG log bait, yeah.
Oh my god, this is just going to be a layup. This is just going to be a slap-a-thon.
Don't say that, because I might throw if you say that.
Alright, well, if you throw, that's going to be embarrassing. Speaking of embarrassing, tips for this deck. General tips, anything that you want to say to anybody starting off with this deck. Do's, don'ts, what are they?
Can
I don't know. I just go with the flow. It's me. It's Lattack. This is what I do. I love it.
Can I say it after the video or after this game? Because I'm telling you, I do not want to lose this game.
You need to think in this matchup? What is this? This is a brain dead matchup. All you gotta do is just play. You have Fire Spirit, you have Royal Delivery, and Log, and a quick cycle for all this bait.
I cannot afford you. On top of that, you cannot afford to lose matchups like this. So.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. These are the ones that bother me. I lost 100-0 today, and I honestly almost cried. Friggin' Inferno Tower. I thought I was gonna get those Royal Recruits down in time. Inferno Dragon locks on tower, and if you have nothing to stop it.
That, dude, that sucked.
Oh, it was brutal. That was for a gifted sub. Oh, I lost a gifted. I would have got a sub for it. Instead, I had to gift the sub, and it hurts to gift when you lose. It's just a little losing. I don't like losing personally. And then adding that on it's icing on the cake. It hurts. It hurts a lot. Speaking of hurts, you haven't used the okay, there it is. Never mind. I was gonna say you haven't used the Goblin Cage much, but
Goblin Cage is honestly like an elixir bank. In like you know what I mean? You know what I mean by that?
Yeah, it's an investment. Like you play it, and you will get the elixir back in potentially dividends.
Like it's an investment with no interest, right?
Yeah.
So.
You just play it, and it's a cycle part where you get it out of your cycle, which I think is positive, and then in the future, you will get this green little dude that will maybe get on tower and maybe just go to Flavatown. Oh my gosh, go to Flavatown, Shrek! I guess it's like a little Shrek. It's like baby Shrek. Wow, forcing out a lot of elixir. Forcing out Goblin Gang and also the Knight. Not having Knight in cycle. Is there ever... It's weird because the Archer Queen is not as... I thought Archer Queen was like a second win condition in this deck, but it doesn't seem like it. It seems like it's just the Earthquake is more of the second win condition. Except right here, maybe right here. Going with the Fire Spirit and then going with the late Sneaky, and Sneaky doesn't get on. Knight comes back in cycle, and that is solid, surprisingly solid defense by Da Boss. I think this guy needs more symbols in his name. This guy could have went for a couple more symbols. Every single character in this guy's name should be a symbol. And this Earthquake, it's funny because yes, maybe he'll be able to defend these Hogs, but those Earthquakes every single time are getting so much damage, almost 300 every single time, which feels bad. I guess it's still the same as what it was. It just seems like such a high number, 300. Like you play 3 of those, that's almost 1,000 damage right there. You can't stop it. Wow. Okay, going with the Rocket. Does get the Archer Queen off, so the Archer Queen... Still pretty scared of that Archer Queen, not having Knight in cycle, so feeling that he had to. Maybe feeling like he has a little bit of value as well with that. Where I think maybe he did have Knight in cycle. I think he did have Knight in cycle. So are you able to talk now, or are you still in the zone?
I'm still in the zone, man.
You're still in the zone? Don't let you into your zone. Archer Queen. What's with the Archer Queen up high? Just in case he went.
Just in case, yeah.
Just for the love of the game, just because you felt it. Sneaky coming in. That's the biggest. If I could think of 3 tips for you, like with this deck, it seems like Archer Queen ability. Don't feel timid about it. Use it. If you have a chance, use it, use it, use it. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is I wouldn't probably do it a lot in single, but in double and triple elixir, it seems like using these Earthquakes maybe a little bit more often than not isn't bad, just because you do get more delivery from your Fire Spirit, Royal Delivery, and even like the Goblin Cage. Like you have enough defensive tools where using that 3 elixir on offense doesn't seem like a bad idea. And then if I had to think of another one, I honestly wouldn't even know what it would be. It seems like it's just play the card. There's definitely a matchup factor with this deck, where there's some matchups where the Earthquake does get a little bit more value. There are matchups where the Royal Hogs don't get as much value, so going with those Fire Spirits at the bridge, going with those Logs at the bridge, going with the Earthquakes as well, maybe a little bit more aggressively. It seems like a very simple deck, and even like we saw you make mistakes, but you were able to rally.
Yeah, that was a plus 17.
That's it? Wait, you sniped this guy? That's what you're telling me?
I didn't snipe him, but I think it's a good matchup. It's a good matchup.
What's the matchup?
It's RG Fireball.
RG Fireball, so he's using like just Mother Witch,
Mother Witch,
Goblin Cage, Dark Prince.
Yeah.
Okay, Mega Minion. Okay. It's weird because I don't see a lot of people using this version of RG now. It seems like more people are going for the Cycle version. Why is this a good matchup? Because like the Royal Giant.
Yeah, my Queen just gets so much value, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see what the Queen does in this matchup because I don't think we've had like a matchup where the Queen really showed her strength, and I think that's the strength of this deck.
He definitely just lagged out or something like that.
Yeah, this is not looking good for Jesus. Uh-oh. Not the best. You got a little chance right now. Any tip for this deck? Even if it's just one. Any tip for anybody watching right now that wants to play this deck? Go.
Level up your cards.
Use the credit card. Just
Credit card, yes sir.
Just spend a bunch of money and level up your cards. It sucks because like yes, that is true, but I think practice has got to be the biggest one. It's just practice. Where like yes, like we can show this deck and yes, we can give you general tips where it's like, hey,
like the more you play a deck, the more you'll learn like what situations are with the deck and all that.
Exactly.
But, yeah, it comes down to just memorization and practice.
It's the same as in like if you're playing soccer or hockey and if you see the puck moving, you can kind of like read the play, or like you can like see if the ball's going left and someone's running the ball, you know where to like move yourself to. Where it just comes down to muscle memory and just learning the game. And Archer Queen popping the ability now. Yeah, how does he stop this Archer Queen without the lightning? Archer Queen is pretty much able to mitigate most of the damage. One Royal Giant Shot comes in, but still, that's a positive elixir trade. Still has to deal with this Archer Queen. Now has to deal with these Royal Hogs on the right side. He can't deal with the Royal Hogs on the right side. Fisherman pulls one, but that's a lot of damage. Not as much as I thought, though. No, that's a lot of damage. That's like almost 1,000. That's like 1,300 some change. That's pretty dang solid. Earthquake coming in just to get a little bit more damage, and then also popping this Goblin Brawler, which now won't really do much. It seems like you're in absolute control. Going with the aggressive Royal Giant on the right side, though. Interesting. Feeling like he has maybe a potential situation here, or maybe just trying to make you play something. I don't know what he's trying to do right now. Maybe it's just desperation. Maybe he was hoping you made a mistake. These Mother Witches always scare me. Just whenever you see a deck without a big spell, Mother Witches, one good Mother Witch seems like it could just be GG's in the chat. Not using the ability there. Was that on purpose or did you not have it?
I did not have it.
Oh, gotcha. Because I was like, that's the ability would have been. I guess the timing. What's the timing for the ability now? It's 20.
I think it's
12 seconds.
Like 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's a decent amount now, because before it used to be ridiculous where you could use it on defense and use it on offense and pretty consistently.
Now you have to pick and choose, yeah.
Yeah, unless there's something that really different where she can survive on that bridge for a little bit longer. And ooh, missing one of the piggies. Piggy gets on tower, gets one shot, that's it. Fire Spirit doesn't get the splash damage on tower. Seems like control's all on your side. I don't know what, like even right now, like just going aggressive. I was going to say like you don't have to do anything too aggressive, but I guess if he doesn't have Fireball and Cycle, you out-cycle it, and he went Fisherman at the back. That's 3 elixir. Now he has 3 less elixir to deal with the Royal Hogs, and that's not enough. GG, well played. Is that top 100?
That's plus 34, man. That's definitely top 100. That's 70.
Oh, let's go! I don't know why I sounded like this is Doubtfire there, or Doubt Flavor.
Oh. All right, man.
Oh, that's a 72. Do you know what that is in Spanish? Siete dos. I think that's siete dos. I don't know what that is. We did it! Top 100, baby! I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more Lattack gameplay, well, he has a YouTube channel that you can check out right over here. I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces. Siete dos. Siete dos. Siete dos.